I'm still in shock that Vince isn't aware of the fact that over 99% of people that join MLMs lose money. I'd love
Well,
to show Vince the data though. That's like, I really, really want Vince to read that data because I really think that when he reads that data, his mind will change.
well, keep in mind, Vince has never claimed to have studied a bunch of data. He just comes in with his own story, but he's aware that most people do not sell, and
Well,
therefore, and this is my words. Therefore, the MLM is an illegal pyramid. Even when Vince was in Advocare, and he was personally selling a lot of stuff, because very few other people were doing that. Vince was actually in an illegal pyramid. Now, his own personal behavior was perfectly acceptable. It's all of the other, or almost all of the other participants who did very little to no selling to customers is what made it an illegal pyramid. So you can have some people that are doing it right, but overall the company is an illegal pyramid. Does that make sense?
yeah, it kind of makes sense. But to me, clearly, Vince isn't a data man, is he? I mean, we'll put it this way, Scott. If you had a stockbroker, if you were paying a stockbroker to recommend you stocks, and he says, put all your money into this stock, and you asked him why, and he says, I really, really like the spokesman for this company. He's won 4 Super Bowls. He's got he's a bodybuilder. He's the fittest man on the planet. We've got to put our money into this stock. Would you stick with that stockbroker?
I don't consider stocks and joining an MLM anywhere close to each other.
Okay. Yeah, well, I do. To me, if anyone who picks a business or a stock based on the person that is promoting the company, a celebrity that is promoting the company, I would sack that stockbroker so quickly. I would be out of that office within seconds. So yeah, Vince to me, he might have done it right himself. He may have been the most honest MLM person ever, and if that's true, well, that proves that if you want to succeed in MLMs, having integrity will hurt your cause. Having honesty will hurt your cause. If you want to succeed in MLMs, you've got to lie. You've got to scheme. You've got to mislead people. And I think most importantly, you've got to not care when your downline line is failing. When you see your downline, really struggling, you've got to just wipe that away and not care about it.
Well, you don't have to do all those things because Vince did not do all those things and he made money.
Nowhere near the money that's talked about in those recruitment meetings, though, Scott. And I've got no doubt in any normal job, commission job, he would have made more money than what he made in the MLMs, and that's backed up by the fact that that's what he's doing now. He's not in an MLM. He's left the MLM
So
because
who are you to judge somebody else on what they want to do? Maybe he wanted to join Advocare because he's a bodybuilder, he's really into nutrition, and it was a good fit for him.
I'm not judging him. I'm just saying.
Who are you to say no? You should go sell Lamborghinis, Vince. Drop this Advocare. You can make more money with Lamborghinis, but he doesn't care about cars, and
I'm
you're
not.
trying to force him into Lamborghinis. What sense does that make?
I'm not forcing him into Lamborghinis. I'm saying he would make more money selling anything, bodybuilding supplements, cars, boats, any commission job. He would make more money than selling it through an MLM. And I've got all the data in the world to back that statement up. I feel bad for Vince because Vince was misled. He's still misled. He still thinks. He still doesn't understand that 99% of people fail. And I really, really hope that I can contact him and I can show him that data. And I've got no doubt he'll come back and say, sorry, Marco, you were right on that point, this very important point. Because you can tell in the video, he thinks Marco is just talking nonsense. He thinks that Marco's saying that
Well, that's
the
because
99.
Marco is talking nonsense, and I don't know why you have to judge somebody if they want to sell supplements and they can make more money selling something else,
I'm
that
not
you
judging
want
him.
to make a big deal about that.
I'm not judging him. I feel bad because I think he's been misled, and I'm not judging or saying that's a right or wrong thing to do. I'm stating a fact that he would have made more money in a commission job for any other company selling anything else.
How is he being misled if he complains about the people that are doing all recruiting? How is he being misled when he recognizes that?
He was misled when he joined up and he thought that was what it was about. The
No,
problem
he
is
didn't think about that was about. He joined Avon when he was 13 years old, and the whole thing was selling Avon cosmetics,
yeah.
and he did the same thing with the other MLMs he was in. He was never a big recruiter ever. He even made that point. I had 5 people in my downline, but then they forced another 30 into my downline. It wasn't me that was trying to do it. This is Vince talking.
Yep.
It wasn't me that was trying to force people in. It was my upline that was trying to place people in. And so he was never big into recruiting. He was never misled about that issue. I don't know how you can come to that conclusion.
The fact that he's not aware that there's a 99% plus loss rate to me says that he's been misled. I mean, yeah. I'll tell you what, though, Scott.